today I'm kind of just riding around, and I wanted, I guess, to kind of talk about just safe driving, or I guess you'd call it safe riding, because recently there's been a whole bunch of crashes leading to hospitalizations or straight up fatalities here. And looking at the numbers, at least, like the age of the people getting in these accidents, it's all people ranging from 18 to under like 24, which I think highly contributes to just them being new riders and not understanding what they're getting into. But still, it's concerning when we're barely a month in the spring and we've already got 3 fatalities, at least from what I've seen. We're not even into the 100 deadliest days of summer, which is where it really ramps up. So I just kind of want to talk about it because, I mean, it's something that affects all riders, but it definitely more so affects the newer riders who don't really have the experience to know how to ride on the road. Because at least, well, one of the accidents was on a mountain road, so I mean, that's kind of, I would honestly say it's probably high speeds, but the accident said it was someone, I don't know. I don't know the details of it. I'm going to contribute that to high speeds. But all the other accidents have been happening just on streets like this. Like, this is a Strode. And this is where the other 2 accidents have happened so far. And they were, like, within a week of each other. So it's just kind of one of those things where, like, the Strode is definitely the most dangerous road to be on as a motorcyclist, just because of how many different entry and exit points there are on these roads, with all the parking lots and everything that just lead from a parking lot where you're sitting at like 0 miles per hour straight to a road that's 40 to 45 depending on where you live. And because of how wide they build them, like, it gives you the false sense of security, like, oh, I can see super far ahead of me, I can go faster here because look at how much road I have. But then you got all these businesses that have billboards or like parked vehicles. The parked vehicles are the ones that really throw me off, especially for the dealerships. Because naturally, when I'm going down a Strode, I'm trying to look like both to my left and my right as much as possible to kind of just see where all the cars are placed. Because I can't focus on everything at once. So I'm just constantly scanning right to left, left to right, just to make sure that I'm getting as much information as possible. And then I have to do the job of kind of maintaining all that information in my shriveled, brain-rotted head and keep track of what's going on the road. But getting back to it, those dealerships, I hate it how they park all their cars right on the edge, because they always park them right next to the entrances and exits. So it's really hard to tell what's a parked car and what's a car that's trying to merge into the oncoming traffic. So from my years of riding, I've just kind of learned, like, I don't know if you can see it, but that SUV way up there that's pulling out right now, I've just learned when I'm getting up to one of these and I see it, I always try to do quick little glances at the wheels, because it's way easier to tell if the rims are spinning, unless they have like spinners. I don't know if people use those anymore, but if the rims are stationary, you're safe to keep going, unless they, like, you still have to be hesitant because, you know, they can always stomp on it and try to pull out in front of you. So I always look at the wheels, because the wheels are the dead giveaway for me, at least, to tell if the car's stationary or moving. We're gonna go past the Red Bull car. But yeah, the wheels, that's where I look for cars that are trying to enter. Everything else, like all the cars around you, I think it just comes down to, like, you know, you get a feel for it, like how people drive around you depending on where you live. Some people drive more chaotic than others. But the biggest giveaway for me, it comes down to lane positioning. Like, you can see how the cars kind of place themselves in the lane. That's going to help you gauge what they're going to do, like if they're going to switch lanes or if they're going to keep going straight, because a lot of the times people will subconsciously start drifting towards the edge of their lane when they're trying to make a lane change. So if you see them getting close to the dotted white line in your lane, just be cautious and try to give them space. And if you can't give them space, the next best thing to do is just to try and accelerate past them if you have the room in front of you. It's honestly just a game of, like, you're on a bike, so you have to just play as defensively as possible. You can't really be aggressive on a bike because you're trying to fight a losing battle against cars that are like minimum 3,000 pounds. Next thing is just like the next best option to make sure, like, because it's just being visible. You're trying to play defensively because a lot of the cars aren't paying attention to where you are, so you got to be visible. I like doing this kind of stuff where I kind of just like zigzag in my lane because I feel like that helps get their attention at least towards like where they see you moving side to side, versus where if you're just going straight in a line, usually they're not really looking for bikes, so they're not really going to focus on you just being like straight line, not really changing lane position. But I found that most of the time, if they don't see me, they definitely see me when I start kind of gently swerving side to side, because it's just that sideways motion that kind of like attracts your eye. I got the Red Bull car following me. So yeah, it's just trying to be visible and also just give space. Like, everyone's so aggressive on the roads nowadays. Like, there's a time and a place to be aggressive, especially when you're on a bike. Like, sometimes you have to be aggressive and you have to just kind of split through traffic to get yourself out of a dangerous situation. But that doesn't mean you have to go all out and just be aggressive everywhere. A lot of the times I'm going under the speed limit just so I can give myself a buffer, and I only do that when I know there's no cars behind me, because it's not a good idea to go really slow and have a bunch of cars pile up behind you, because then you got to worry about what's going on behind you, and it's way harder to keep track of what's going on behind you than it is to see what's going on in front of you. But I still like to have a good following distance, and I mean, this isn't the best, but it's better than tailgating the car, because as good as you think you are, the car definitely can outbrake you, that's for sure. They've got more wheels, so they got more contact patches. So it's better just to give the cars in front of you space, especially in situations like this. They got a long line of cars right there, so everybody wants to try and cut each other off and jumping into these two left lanes. And gaps like that are always scary because you don't know if someone's going to pull out. But yeah, it's kind of just something that, like, you just got to have riding experience and just recognize you got to be careful on these roads, because, I don't know, not everybody's looking out for you. Yeah, but just to wrap it up, like, just be careful on the Stroads. The Stroads are definitely the most dangerous place for bikes, just because of how much traffic is going in so many different directions. You got to worry about oncoming traffic, you got to worry about the flow of traffic, and you got to worry about cars pulling in and out of parking lots and other places, other side streets and whatnot. It's just a really dangerous place for you to be on a bike, so just keep your head on a swivel. And especially in heavier traffic, like, the Stroads are not the place to be doing high speeds. They're not the place to be doing triple speeds. There's just too many variables for something bad to happen. If you gotta go speed, the best thing to do is find a back road somewhere where it's only 2 lanes of traffic, or better yet, find a spot on the freeway that's empty. Because I know not everyone can afford to go to the track. Hell, I can't afford to do that. That's why I go fast in the places I do. But still, it's illegal, so I mean, you gotta just be careful, and you gotta take in consideration the cars on the road are not ready for you to be flying past them at triple digits. So you have to just be really careful doing these things. They're not toys, they're death missiles. I mean, they can kill you, and it's been like, you see people get killed on them all the time. It doesn't mean saying stop riding, because I mean, it's too much fun. Like, I'm gonna ride till I die, but I'm gonna do everything in my power to be as careful as possible on them with, like, you know, you're gonna have risk every now and again, but it's calculated risk. So yeah, that's all I wanted to ramble about. Just like, we're getting close to summer. It's getting warm, everyone's getting on their bikes. So guys, just please be cautious, because like we're not even halfway through spring yet, and there's already 3 deaths here. Like, I don't want to see anyone else keep dying on the roads already. I've been lucky everyone I ride with, I haven't had to witness that, but I just don't want to have to see it. It's like, just be cautious, like, help each other out, and just go at your own speed. Don't try racing other people that you don't have the skills to keep up with. So I'm gonna stop ranting anyways, but just, guys, stay safe, and I guess I'll see you later.